Today's passage is Luke chapter 1, verses 5 to 25. And in this passage, we find a priest, Zechariah, on what was supposed to be the high point of his career as a priest, the best day of Zechariah's life, but where he was completely unable to deal with what happened to him on that day. In the temple in Jerusalem, there were 24 teams of priests, and each team did a shift twice a year. On that particular day, they got to offer the daily sacrifice in the temple. Now, a priest could only do this once in their lifetime. After this, the only way was down. He didn't get much better than this because it couldn't get much better than this. It hadn't in Zechariah's life. Zechariah with his wife had had no family, no children. Zechariah, though, was on Abijah's team, and Abijah's team was on that week. And Zechariah's name was drawn out of the lot, and so today, this was his day. But then suddenly, his best day became his worst day, almost instantly. How? Well, because ironically, in the midst of his religious duty, God broke in and turned up. In verse 11, we're told that an angel, Gabriel, appeared to Zechariah and announced that Elizabeth, his wife of many years, his childless wife of many years, was going to be pregnant and give birth to the forerunner for the Messiah. Luke's account is very detailed. We're told that the angel appeared on the right side of the altar. And Zechariah's response was very normal, very human. He was startled and gripped with fear. You see, God hadn't spoken for 400 years. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, an angel appeared. 400 years before, God had said through Malachi, in words that we sing every Christmas in the carol, Hark the Herald Angels Sing, the Son of Righteousness will rise with healing in his wings. And now it seemed the dawn was coming. The light is coming. The sun is on its way. But it had been a long night, 400 years of waiting. National successes and disasters, conquests and monarchies, exile and return, but through it all was the hope that one day the sun would rise on Israel again. And now the angel said, the time was coming. This was the moment. And Zechariah's response? Well, that was Zechariah's sin. He refused to believe. Despite all his years of being a priest, despite all his years of reading and learning scripture, all the years of praying and being around religion, when God spoke, he missed it. He couldn't believe it. He wasn't ready because he'd stopped being expectant. And so the question comes for you and me this Advent. How would we respond if God showed up? If God spoke to us this Advent and asked us to recognize that he was doing something surprising, unexpected, just as he did 2,000 years ago in the midst of Zechariah's shift in the temple, and as he might want to do in our everyday, predictable lives this Advent.